participate in nation building. So telling me that Finland has passed a judgment and all of that, I reject it. And I want to tell the people of Finland, they should quickly, the government of Finland should quickly resolve into looking at the matter very well. They should look at it critically. They should go into this matter and look at it critically, because a lot of issues are the reason why curses are placed. You know, when the people of Egypt and the people of Israel, the Israelites want to leave the land of...
There may be no 2027 election in Nigeria. There may be no 2027 election in Nigeria. Many will ask me, why? How could that be possible? There is a possibility that there may be no 2027 election. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an ordinary person. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a global figure. There was a time I asked DSS, who brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to you people? Who are the people behind the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria? Which airplane brought him back to Nigeria? Is it a normal plane? Which jet brought him back? Now,
did the Igbos miscalculate?
Judges can basically be influenced, they can basically be bribed to give their own judgment. What's your take?
That's what I said earlier, that Nigeria bought them over anyway. They bought Finland over, and the judges that actually adjudicated Simon Ekpa's case, they are all below the standard of that level. Of course, the whole world believed where Ekpa was sentenced. And again, I want to tell you about how furious, highly infuriated is Donald Trump of United States, because he's going towards sanctioning not only Finland, but United Nations. Why? United Nations is giving go-ahead to this kind of trouble going on around the world. It is too obvious that the court, the judge, that the ICC, their operations, their modus operandi during Gaza conflict between Israel, Iran, Hezbollah, Lebanon, and the Palestinians, the roles that ICC played, actually they declared Benjamin Netanyahu persona non grata, and we actually know what brought about the Gaza conflict. It was invasion by Hamas of Israel on 10th October 2023, isn't it? And many Israelis were killed, that were celebrating Nova Music Festival. Even strangers from France, Britain, Germany, all over Europe, they were among, even from America. The Hamas spy all of them and abducted many nationalities. And still, ICC is trying to declare Benjamin Netanyahu persona non gratum. That's why Donald Trump is not happy. That Trump is not happy with this current judgment, because the judges, their names are not made known. Their personalities are hidden. They are hiding, meaning they are on the run after sensing danger. Because they know that if allowed, the Finnish people, the Igbos, Finland, other African countries, Pan-Africanists in Finland are going to attack them. They don't have, the free will to move freely in Finland again, because they are all below standard judges. And if you look at what actually went on last week, prior to Simon Ekpa's judgment, you will find out that those judges were bribed. They collected bribe locally and internationally, because already Nigeria bribed Finland with crude oil, with contract they awarded to Finland in Lagos Island, Ikoyi. I'm telling you, observe this judgment too well. You will know that those judges, they hide their personalities, their identities. This kind of judgment, the gravity of this judgment actually portends that any presiding judges should be a popular judge. Look at Nnamdi Kanu's judge, son. James Omotocho, son. senior advocate of Nigeria, who are the judges that are educated, that actually presided over Sam Ekpa's judgment. They are nobodies. They are not known. They are substandard judges who are just charge and bail. I mentioned charge and bail before because I know that those judges, their personalities are hidden. Why? They are sensing danger. The perility is that, the perility or the peril is that if they come to public notice or function, they will be lynched. People will attack them. They are corrupt judges. They were paid to do this judgment, you know. But today we see that Ekpa is going to receive what clemency or leniency based on reviewing the judgment that actually gave him 6 years. He's going to receive, you know, let me say, clemency or leniency. Okay, it's an emotional reward. They should be emotional about it because the people that are orchestrating terrorism in Nigeria, their names were given out by United Arab Emirates. They were up to 350 alhajis, you know, imams, you know, sheikhs and other clerics in northern Nigeria. The government of Muhammad Buhari could not do them anything. The government of this current man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has turned their back on them because Tinubu is afraid of Fulani. Fear of the Fulani Janjaweed is the beginning of wisdom of this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu is hiding. Yes, he doesn't want the Flanders. He ran back to France now because if he's here now, they are closing on him. Don't you know that Asurok is subjected to threats, serious threats? For how many months now? They are planning to come to Asurok. And the Nuhuribadi is aware. That's why Tinubu just all of a sudden jettisoned to France. Fulani Janjaweed, they are all over West Africa, looking around, spreading Islamization evangelism. They just want to take over everywhere. But Samurapa is one of the people that are resisting Islamic evangelism, Islamization in Nigeria. That's why he comes out on social media threatening and inciting all this manner of infuriating statement that brings about this Ukumango, Idimango judgment.
Okay, even though we know that the judges are charged, although currently in Finland we have 5 appeal courts, and we also have I think about 20 district courts in Finland. I do not think if they are to appeal Simon Ekpa's case because they have 30 days to file for this appeal, do you not think they should possibly look for the best, the appeal court that that has history, that will give the best judgment for Simon Ekpa? But for a fact, for all we know, the sentence might not be increased to above that 6 years, but the appeal court might want to reduce it. But do you not think that time they look for the court and even possibly ask the Finnish court to bring out the document, this judgment document, to know how or why he was sentenced to 6 years?
Yes, you are right. You are right. I can see it's a good decision, that they should properly investigate the next judges, as in appeal court, the judges to preside over the case. They should profile them too well to know their qualities, to know their documents, to know their past judgments, their history, meaning their profiles, who they are, how they handle judges in the past. Then again, to know how they will, consider as, courage, work of courage in the southeastern Nigeria by coming out on social media to scare away the Fulani Janjaweeds, the killer Fulanis from the southeastern Nigeria invasion. So they are going to canvass. As I'm talking to you now, it's going to take them 30 days to appeal, right? They are canvassing for quality judges. Judges that had potentials, previous profile, good profiling, who did good jobs that warrant legacy to epitomize. Legacy to epitomize, I mean, is judges that will deliver healthy judgment and it will enter into record. It will go into record. They will archive his or her record that on so time he actually presided over such international case and made good achievements. That is what I mean by epitomizes, epitomizing a legacy. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is this: they are canvassing, I mean, the Biafrans all over the world. Biafrans in the diasporas, I mean, are the well-able-bodied Igbo men, informed men, intellectuals outside Nigeria. They are working too hard right now to canvass for healthy judges judges with good records in Finland to come out to preside over this appeal. And at the end of the day, as you said, whether they are going to reduce the jail tenure, the jail time, the jail years, bring it down more. But I'm saying that good judges with good profiles, you know, in the past are coming out to strike this judgment out. Because the document used currently, the documents will be presented when court of appeals ensues or commences. So from the judgment document, they will follow up to know what to do. Actually, if the charge and bail judges are actually working under Nigerian instruction or not. That's why they needed to bring the documents. And I believe after doing so, the judges are going to free Simon Ekpa.
Okay, judges will free him.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you not think that do you think that if Ekpa is if do you think that Ekpa do you think is the number of years they gave to him, do you think it will be reduced? And at the same time, if it's actually, you know, given or pardoned, you know, released or given freedom, do you think Ekpa want to go back to pushing the agenda against this Islamization of the Fulanis in Nigeria?
Yeah, you see, where I'm seeing it, I will make my explanation more complex because I'm following your questions. Listen, Ekpa will not back down. I expected you to ask me if Ekpa is going to continue with his agitation of Biafra. I'm the one that infused this one into your question, and I'm going to expand it. Ekpa is going to stand on his feet and add more grease to his elbow.
Is that not under arrest again?
I'm telling you, we're going to add more grease to his elbow because the law warrants that every individual has right to agitate for self-determination, self-actualization, and it is the very fundamental right of every citizen. Ekpa is not excluded to agitate for self-determination. So Ekpa is going to gear it up. When it comes out from this, it's going to delve into more serious, formidable, dreadful agitation for emancipation of sovereign state of Biafra. So let me tell you, this time around, again, as I'm trying to add it, Ekpa's jail tenure, as you asked me, will be reduced to 0. You are asking me, are they going to bring it down? They are bringing it down because after I'm telling you, Ekpa is not going anywhere. What Ekpa did is just in support of his tribe, the tribe he called or believes is his own. And the name of that tribe is Hebrew. Igbo. We are from the Hebrews, name Hebrew. That was our name before. 17th, 18th centuries, it was Ebo. Then on graduating to 19th century, Igbo. Then now we are into new millennium, we are Igbo. You see how the name metamorphosed into Igbo and the Igbos. See, listen, Ekpa is a bright, courageous son of Igbo land. So what he's trying to do now is going to gear up to prove himself that actually he is supporting indigenous people of Biafra, initiated, founded by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what Ekpa fought hard was, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not die in prison. And if they lay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison, I am going to take it up upon myself and make sure that I keep agitation of Biafra aglow and alive. That's why you see Ekpa comes out on social media often to intimidate the Fulanis back to the slums. Their cells and camps in Adamawa Forest and Sambisa Forest, even to the region called Sahel, southern Algeria, southern Morocco, southern Mauritania, southern Libya, southern Chad, where they all migrated from. And I'm telling you that Niger is not left out, and Burkina Faso. The man, Simon Ekpa, was working so hard, industriously, to scare them back to their originality.
At some point in the history of Nigeria.
No. Well, as far as the war was concerned, it wasn't miscalculation. The war was not necessary. They shouldn't have gone to war. But they were provoked. Igbos had no choice but to go to the war. They had no choice other than to fight, to defend it, to defend humanity. I supported Ojukwu 1,000%. They were pushed to the wall. They had to fight. They had to create their own country by fire, by force.
Do you think there should be Biafra?
Of course. Of course. Of course. Why did I go and visit my Zegu's mother? Why did I go to the east for my honeymoon? Why did I go to Lagos or go to somewhere else to do my honeymoon after marriage?
You went to the house of Chinua Achebe?
I went to Chinua Achebe in Nsukka University. I spent a night there. I went to Mazi, the author, what's his name now? He was president of youth movement. He lived somewhere close to Enugu. You know, I went to see him. I spent a night there.
Will Biafra come?
It will come. I mean, Nigeria is going to break up. Nobody can do anything about it. Nobody.
Why are you so certain about it?
Because I know it will happen. No country operated the way Nigeria has been operated can survive. It's not possible. All the rogues who are running the country down, who are doing all sorts of things they are doing now, will...
Okay, start. Show my own, Olasego Olajuwon.
So let's start from MF a 26-year-old migrant has scammed people over 100,000 pounds. Olusegun Akoni has scammed people over 250,000 pounds. Yes. Abode has scammed people over 300,000 pounds. Yes. Adewale Olufemi over 250,000 pounds. Tosi has scammed people over 250,000 pounds. And this couple, Kazim and Medina, have scammed people over 500,000 pounds. She's an actress in Nigeria. She's an actress in Nigeria. So Nollywood, take note. Medina is an actress in Nigeria. They own a restaurant. Yeah. They own a restaurant. Kitchen. They own a Nate Kitchen in New Cross. They are taking people's money and they opened up a restaurant. They are planning to run away to Canada. Yes, they are planning to run away to Canada. They are planning to run away over 500,000 pounds. Let's start from here. Okay. Oh yeah. And Aderonju has scammed people over 250,000 pounds. Yes. Tope has scammed people over 180,000 pounds. Yes. And of course, your kata of them all. Taffy. She has scammed people over 300,000 pounds. Yes. Mr. Adetoye Okunbaide has scammed people over 350,000 pounds. Yes. Victor Richard Oyedele has scammed people over 250,000 pounds. Oluwasegun over 180,000 pounds. And Nike Healthcare has scammed people over 400,000 pounds. Yes. These are the faces of the scammers. These are the faces of the scammers. Some of them. They have more. They have more. Say no to scammers. Say no to scammers. Say no to POS scammers. They are POS scammers. They are thieves. They have collected huge money from people. Yes. They are the ones that made Home Office to refuse a lot of.
Participate in nation building. So telling me that Finland has passed a judgment and all of that, I reject it. And I want to tell the people of Finland, they should quickly, the government of Finland should quickly resolve into looking at the matter very well. They should look at it critically. They should go into this matter and look at it critically, because a lot of issues are the reason why curses are placed. You know, when the people of Egypt and the people of Israel, the Israelites want to leave the land of Egypt to their own promised land.
Nigeria, this prophecy is for you. In the realm of the spirit, I am seeing the north, the southwest, the southeast struggling over Nigerian coat of arms, and I see Nigerian coat of arms being smashed into pieces. In the realm of the spirit, I see the former President Olusegun Obasanjo trying to negotiate peace between the three components that made up Nigeria. But this peace is not achievable in the spiritual realm. The Lord is saying that there shall be Yoruba nations, there shall be Biafran nations, and there shall be northern nations. So Nigeria could not coexist together. The Lord is saying is that Nigeria is going to split into three. Everybody should go on their own. In the realm of the spirit, the Nigerian coat of arms have been smashed into pieces. And I've seen these nations struggling for the parts of this coat of arms.
Which means using the frozen assets, and which actually means militarizing Ukraine to the teeth. and the Court of Canada, and decided to trash the case. Unlike the Finnish government, you see why the Canada today is having a dispute regard to the case, the judgment passed against Simon Ekpa.
Needful. Do you agree with Canadian
Yes,
government?
yes, and yes, and yes. Remember, as we speak now, currently now, a Nigerian person is one of the governors in Canada. Today, as we speak, you can do your findings. In Canada, I remember in 2023, there was a statement being released from the Canadian press that if Nigeria did not like Obi, that they should send Obi to Canada, that they want people like Obi. Do you understand me? See, Canada is a country that have come to recognize democracy, to welcome democracy, to go and do a research and understand the importance of democracy and principality and policies that follows democracy. And the Finnish government is a government that hates democracy and they hate human rights activists. Then Canada is a country, they themselves, they like freedom fighters because they themselves are fighting for freedom. They themselves need freedom. They themselves know what it takes to stand and govern yourself by yourself. They know what it means. That was why then what is it called? Hamburger, Messi hamburger thereabout. Amaka somebody hamburger. You know, if you listen, you will know that during that time, that Nigeria was mounting pressure on Canada to bring that woman so that they can punish her, and they forgot that she was not the first person to have ever made such statement. That a Yoruba person was the first person to make that statement, followed by either a Bini or somebody like that have already made that statement. She was the third person. So, and Nigerian government did not do anything against those people. Now, because this very one happened to be an Igbo, Amaka happened to be an Igbo person, Igbophobia. You understand? Igbophobia. So, they now decided, okay, this one for her to say definitely. So, why didn't they fight for the people that first started it? But because this one is an Igbo, they decided to. And thank God that somebody like Simon Ekpa was having his freedom as at that time. And he stood. And we stood with the Musa and Nigerian government against that to make sure that nothing of such happened, because the case was taken to the court of the Canada and it was treated in the Canadian court. And according to the law and the legal means of it, they defended her and proved it abortive that Nigeria doesn't have right to bring her back to Nigeria, that she was not the first person to ever say that. That they themselves, people have already said it before she now commented. You understand? On the issue. It's just like when somebody says something, you now comment. That is what it means. So it was not a legal thing that you should accuse her and bringing her to punish her. No, it cannot happen. Do you understand? So the legality of it was placed and it was seriously looked into by the judge and the Court of Canada, and they decided to trash the case. Unlike the Finnish government. You see why the Canada today is having a dispute regard to the case, the judgment passed against Simon Ekpa. Do you understand? Internationally, doesn't give a good reputation, because I believe even till tomorrow, I don't know tomorrow, let me speak till now, we the Africans believe so much on international people that they have principles, they have policy, they are disciplined, and they have everything, even in their court, they have everything better and fair than we the Africans. But Finnish government coming in this angle, it shows that to me, I used to say it once in a while, that we should not believe so much on the Oyibos, that Oyibos too, no different from them and us. But I'm seeing it now, that even me standing speaking to you, I am better than Alexander Stubb when it comes to truth. I am better than the Europeans. When it comes to truth, they don't speak the truth. And no wonder the France is intimidating African. They don't need African freedom. They don't want Africa to develop. And British don't want the people that they colonize to see the road. Do you see why they are having a serious issue in Africa today? And they are singing the praises of Vladimir Putin. Do you understand? Who helped them to open their eyes, who stood on their back to make sure that they regain their total freedom from the French country, French nation. Many African nations are pulling out from France. They want to stand on their own. Do you understand this? It's because of this intimidation that is coming from the European countries to the African nation. No wonder Canada called the parties the what? Terrorist party. Look at APC, kidnapper. Yes, they are the one that kidnapped Mazen Namdi. Are they not kidnapper? In Nigeria, we are facing kidnapping case. You pay ransom, they will kill some, and they will free some. After collecting what? Ransom. The fish magnet was kidnapped, ransom was collected, and yet they still kill the young man. I'm talking about the fresh one. What about the previous ones that have been happening under APC? And they have never brought these people to book. And a man that is fighting for freedom is the man you call terrorist, and that is the one you went after. The killing, the insecurity whatsoever that is going on in Nigeria, you have never handled it. APC. Buhari 8 years. Tinubu have continued from where they stopped. The same criminology. You understand? You see why they are saying that Finnish government have Canada say they have Do you know why they included PDP as a terrorist party? Because the same set of people in PDP have mixed up and found themselves in APC party. So they have mixed up and they are the same. You see why they are being tagged as what? Terrorist political parties. Because no difference. They say, not that one, not. What is happening now? Is it not the South that is in power? Why didn't he stop the insecurity in Nigeria? Why didn't he stop the killing? Why didn't he stop the kidnapping? And in the month of May, June of 2025, thereabout, if I'm not mistaken, I stand to be corrected, Soludo of Anambra say that even to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that insecurity will not stop. It was in Nigeria that they celebrated. Soludo was when they published that kidnappers make 2.1 trillion. So Soludo was making a reference of up to 10 trillion this year. That means the politicians have hijacked it and they are using it as a source to source money for themselves. Look at the Zamfara governor saying, you know where the bandits are hiding. You know where they are hiding. What did you do? And what are you supposed to do as a governor? Were you not supposed to go to the military and give them a secret information?